I was with Omisset and
Frank's great grandfather owned the house across from
Shirley, what
Yeah.
does it mean to have the dedication of this plaque at the beginning of the Bicentennial Commemoration?
Well, it is wonderful that it's continued. It's when we unveiled this one 50 years ago, we wondered what would happen in the future. So to see 50 years later, we are still honoring the people that came.
Oh, excellent. It must have been something to watch this all come about as you were getting closer and closer to 2025. What does that mean to you as a member of the Irish Club?
Well, it means that we have continued with our dedication and love of the ancestors who came over and who really started this whole area.
Well, Dennis, happy opening of the Bicentennial.
Oh my goodness, Teresa, I can't believe it's actually here. After months of planning, meetings, discussion, various groups from throughout the county, groups from Ireland that we've been working with via satellite and video calls, to have this gathering here today after all the planning with representatives from the First Nations, from dignitaries from Ireland who are here, our civic leaders, our community leaders. It's a great day. Just the average folk who've got Irish in their background or wish they had are here to see this great event that we've worked so hard for. Gratifying to see such a good turnout, to see that people have embraced the vision that we took almost 2 years ago to make this bicentennial a really special occasion. And looking around from the people that are here, I think we've accomplished our mission.
Free love na bile Shadiev kani aron navin.
They have the Jackford meetings of this first ever computer event. What happened?
Yes, right. There were schools and churches. They burned along with the register.
How long have you been in Canada?
Well, we just arrived 2 days ago and we flew from Dublin, so we took 1 day of rest before we joined this hectic schedule of the 9 ships.
How did you hear about the 9 ships 1825?
Well, I was aware of the Peter Robinson Irish settlers for many years, maybe 10 years or so, and I'm very heavily involved in rural development and volunteering at a local level, and I'm also very interested in local history. And so people began turning up in North Cork in my area, saying that they were connected to Peter Robinson. So I began to read up more about it. And then Ballahora Development is the not-for-profit company that manages development, rural development and tourist development in North Cork. And so I'm supporting them. I have my own philanthropy fund family philanthropy fund, which is called Boss Murphy Community Fund, and we're supporting the project of the not the project, but the trip to Ireland in September. So I wanted to immerse myself basically in the Peter Robinson experience. So I felt that if I was going to be meeting these people in September, then I should come to Canada and see it at first hand, and that's why I've come to Peterborough.
What have you learned just in the short time you've been here, either about the settlers or about the Robinson experiment, that you're already going to take with you?
Well, I suppose what I've learned is that it's a very big deal for this part of Canada. I mean, much bigger than maybe it might have been for us in Ireland. But I think that we can make more of this in Ireland, in the areas where the settlers came from. Well, I suppose we're very excited with the foundation that I'm organising and my family are helping to fund, in that we think we can do something and provide resources in North Cork to develop a Peter Robinson Centre. And this is something that we're working on with Amanda Slattery in Ballahora. And, you know, I can't say much more than that at the moment. We have a way to go, but we've only just starting the process. And the reason we're starting the process is because Amanda and Ballahora were conscious of the fact that when the event is over in September, like, where do we go from there? And so what I'm working on with her is how we bring it to another level.
Kim Blackwell, director of Wild Irish Geese. You actually have people in the audience about whom this story is written. What does that feel like?
It's just amazing, amazing. We had someone here from Chicago last night who has come because they're an ancestor, descendant of the original 2000. We had a woman from Rocky Mountain House in Alberta here for our second preview who came specifically to see the play and then to take part in some of the other events that are happening with the whole 9 Ships commemoration. So that is really what we're doing it for, is for the descendants and the ancestors. It's really amazing.
As the artistic director for Fourth Line Theatre, an overview of all of the shows you've done, where does this, I don't know, they must each be special, like kids, I guess. I don't know, where does Wild Irish Geese fall in play from a larger scale back as you look at your body of work with the
Well,
Fourth
it's
Line Theatre?
probably the closest to Cabin Blazers in terms of its epicness. It's the way people have responded to it. I will also say it's probably the biggest show I've ever done at Fourth Line, and that's saying
How so?
something. The scale of it, the largesse, the number of props. I think it's 240 props. We've never had a show, the closest ever was 170 props, but you'll see some elements in it that are very big. It is a very big piece of storytelling.
Right. Well, it's a big story to tell.
It is a big story to tell. I hope lots of people come out and see it. It's a special one.